Ladies and gentlemen, live on this wonderful, what is today? Tuesday, the 11th of May. Okay, and we are very fortunate today to have from us, from the lovely state of Arizona, but right now in Louisiana, okay, helping her daughter move. Okay, Miss Susie Corona. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I'm waiting for the studio audience. We have, hey, there we go. I had to prompt him, Susie. All right. So, Susie, all right. So I really appreciate you taking your time out today. I know you're in the middle of helping your daughter, leave. She just graduated from college, right?
Okay. We're having technical difficulty. Her audio is shut down.
Susie, we can't hear you all of a sudden. Did you turn your volume down? Wonder what happened.
Yeah, it just happened.
It just happened. We could hear you perfectly, and then all of a sudden you're gone now.
We can't hear her, so just tell her to just hang up and just dial back in.
Yeah, the easiest way to solve that problem, Susie, is just to hang up and dial right back in. We'll wait for you. We'll be right here. Can't hear you at all. Yep, there she goes. Hang on there, folks. This will be worth the wait, I promise you. I don't know what happened there, Paul. All of a sudden, she was gone. So we'll figure this out in 1 second, folks. Give me a second here. She is in Louisiana helping her daughter and her son. They both have graduated recently from college, and they're going back to Arizona. And she was fortunate. We were fortunate enough to have her do the interview anyway. So all kinds of crazy stuff going on. She was telling me her son graduated and their last name is Corona, so they had his name on the stage, Corona, and last name coronavirus. So I thought that was kind of funny. I don't know if I would think that was funny if it was my last name. I'm trying to think. I may. Here she is. All right. So yeah, gotta have a sense of humor, even in today's crazy world. Okay. There she is.
Jess has muted them. She has to unmute herself. She muted herself. She's got to unmute herself.
Yeah, Susie, you muted yourself somehow. You need to unmute yourself. You know how you do that? Unmute yourself?
Oh, somehow she muted herself.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's telling me she muted herself. Oh.
Yeah, you must have hit something on the computer, Susie, where you muted yourself. So I don't know how you did that. Every computer is a little different. Did you hit a button?
Something unmute.
It should. Sometimes if you look at the bottom of your screen, it says unmute. Yeah, because you are cranked up all the way and we can't hear you at all. That's crazy.
Yeah, she hit some button. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, she's going to try again.
We're going to try again, I think. Okay. Maybe she'll call from her phone. But anyway, Facebook Live is always fun. It's always fun and interesting. There she is. Okay, let's try this one more time. Okay. No.
It was just working.
Yeah, it was just working perfectly, Susie. I don't know what happened, but we can't hear you at all. So, I don't know what to tell you on your phone or your computer. So, well, it's not the first time this has happened, Susie. So don't worry about it. Okay, we'll have to reschedule that. No problem. Okay. Well, while I have you folks, anyway, Susie, drive safe. Drive safe back. Okay, it's too bad. We were talking perfectly and we could hear her wonderfully, and then all of a sudden she's gone now. So while I have you folks on here, I bet you've noticed, okay, there's some craziness going on in the market today. But hey, here's the good news. Every one of you can be successful in today's market if, okay, you do the things that cause you to be successful. Like for instance, taking listings. I know, and we're in that time of the year where listings are starting to get better and better. Did you get her, Paul? I heard something happen. Did something happen? There she is.
There, but her sound is down.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Susie. That's the only problem. But don't worry about it. we're gonna reschedule it anyway. We can't hear you at all. Something happened and you've been muted. So we'll do it when you're back in town, so that way it'll be easier as well. Okay? No worries. Drive safe, okay? Drive safe from Louisiana. We'll talk with you soon. Okay. All right. Sorry, folks. Technical difficulties. That's what happens when you do these Facebook Lives. But remember, you're in an incredible market right now. And I would say, there are people listing, there are people selling, and there's a lot going on. I mean, I would say we're pretty far off of ahead of last year's pace. And last year, even with the pandemic, was an incredible year. But the question is, I talk to so many agents that are frustrated by this market. Frustrated. Guys, if you're only working with buyers, you're going to be frustrated. If you're taking listings and working with buyers, then it's a whole different market to look at. In my coaching alone, I talk to agents and they'll say, this market's incredible. One call later, I hate this market. So it all depends on what you're doing. And I will tell you that if you have a sphere, if you have a pipeline of people, okay, then this market is a great market.
Oh, Leo. Okay, it looks like it's going. I think she's on.
Yeah, can you hear her?
Can you hear her?
Yeah, there she is.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh, we can now.
Yay!
Yeah, all right. I just gave them a little market lesson.
But it knows me. It knows I completely messed up. I don't know what happened, but whatever. So, hello, everybody.
You're there now. Okay, Susie Corona from the lovely state of Arizona in our Kierland office, ladies and gentlemen. So tell them a little about yourself, how long you've been doing this. I told them about your son walking across the stage too, but you probably want to tell them as well.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty funny. So both our daughter and son, we had the fortunate experience to have Riley and Charlie graduate together at LSU. One is at MBA, Riley, and her name came across great. And then Charlie walked across the stage and everyone started laughing. And we kind of wondered, and the people behind us said, oh my gosh, Charles Mitchell coronavirus. And we looked up and we luckily got a picture of it. So they messed up a few other names, but it was a teleprompter. So it was kind of funny. So I guess you never get rid of that coronavirus, but we're the Corona with the beer, not the virus. So.
You know what? But it's kind of a incredible thing. You have the same last name right now, though, in today's crazy times, right?
Right. So it's actually been kind of fun because we had to start using that phrase. But I got into real estate back in 2003, and it was because I was teaching golf at Desert Mountain, and I would go out with my golf students and look at houses and then recommend them to a realtor. And finally and then I'd get like a gift card to, I don't know, whatever, like a little restaurant or something. And one of my students one day said, why are you recommending all of us go work with other realtors? Why don't you get your real estate license? So even though I was working 6 days a week teaching golf, I went at night and got my real estate license just because I love helping people find houses and that. And so that's pretty much how I ran my business. Then my husband joined me, Danny. And just kind of like how I teach golf, you know, we're a team with our sellers and our buyers, and there you go.
Yeah. And even on our coaching calls, she always asks me how I'm playing and then gives me a tip about what are you doing well, what are you not doing well. Here, try this. Okay, good. So, always exactly. A golf coach, which is great. I love it. You know, such a wonderful sport too, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it really is. And I relate it to golf in terms of, you know, you really have to understand and ask questions that are going to help your clients the best and go above and beyond, you know, really have them believe, and you genuinely need to believe in yourself that you are there to help them. If Rebecca Murphy's listening, I've had to use her phrase though a couple times with a couple of my not so nice clients that it's all about the white check, but for me, it really is about helping people feeling like you've got their best interest, and that it's a win-win when they sell their home or they buy a home. So,
right, absolutely, absolutely, it is about asking a lot of questions, open-ended questions, hopefully, right? As a matter of fact, I was just going through. Anyway, we're updating a lot of success series right now, so. All good stuff. So you were in Arizona most of the time. You did a little selling in Georgia. Now you're back in Arizona full time. And give an idea how things are going for you since you've been back now full time.
Well, my husband, Danny, would tell you that we still go back and forth. He mainly is now working in Atlanta, Georgia, and then he comes back to Arizona. But what I realized is when we we bought a house in Georgia to be close to our family, and we realized that my niche is the golf industry. I've been in North Scottsdale since 1986, graduated from Arizona State in 84 at the age of 7. And, anyway, so because I've been in the golf business and known all of the North Scottsdale and the golf courses and everything like that, that's been my SOI. And I've realized that 95% of the clients that we have are either referred from my golf students or friends that we've made. And when we moved to Georgia, we didn't know anything or anybody. And I really didn't feel like learning the school systems, but Danny's willing to take that on. So I'm back doing all the golf things.
That's great. Yeah, no, it's good. You guys have two markets, but it is tough because you have, like you said, you had your niche there. You had all your golf students, all the people there. You know the neighborhoods, you know the schools. It's a lot of people that move don't understand that it takes a while. You already have it going incredibly well the way you have it going. It's good just to keep it rocking. All right, good.
That's the way I feel. And, when you're able to tell people about restaurants and you're able to really be an expert in the area that you live, you gain credibility, and also you're not comfortable doing things. And I never have a problem reaching out to others and asking questions. So, that would be and you as a coach. So one of the things I would say that I've learned since coming back, and I was always in numbers, like this is what I want to make this year. And what I've realized is setting goals that you've told us in the past couple of years, and so of the brokers at Berkshire Hathaway, but setting goals that are not number related as much as in terms of this is what I want to make, but setting a goal to how many houses you want to sell. And then you kind of have the average, but it's amazing when you write that down, and that has to do with golf and everything else. You really will get on a roll and start getting it. And that's what I'm seeing with mine this year, is I'm taking a little bit more time to know exactly how many houses I want to sell and such. And then they just kind of fall into our lap.
Excellent.
So,
yeah, you do ask a lot of great questions. I feel like our coaching calls are very valuable because we go through a lot of material and you take direction. And I know that your manager, Michelle, feels the same way as well. So that's great. All right. So give me an idea. So, in order, what is your goal this year? What would you like to be doing? I mean, I know what it is, but I want them to hear. What is your goal for the year one?
You'd be surprised, but my goal is actually 24 homes, which I'm in the luxury market. And so, but I have no problem helping somebody find a $200,000 home, which is really hard in Scottsdale, Arizona right now. But so I've just kind of made a pact to myself to at least have at least one listing a month. Haven't quite done that, but we did just have a listing, but they go so quickly. And then just have at least 2 to 3 things going on in the month for me. So.
Okay. And so 2 deals closed a month is the goal. And you guys are off to a really good start. What is your average sell price there? Because I know you deal in the luxury market.
Well, right now, anywhere, I don't know if I have an average, but we closed on a $475,000 listing. And then I also just closed on a $2.7 million listing. I have a couple 1.5s. And then, so they kind of vary, but I would say probably more in the close to $1 million is more of what we do.
Yeah.
So,
I would say it's probably a little over $1 million is your average sale price.
Right. Yeah, I would agree with that. But again, I have 3 people that I just got referred to yesterday from 3 different past clients, and they all are around between 450 to 750. So that seems to be the hard one to find, but it's kind of enjoyable reaching out and trying to see how we can get it done. So
Yeah, because when you're dealing with your sphere, you want to make sure that whether they want to rent a place or buy a $2 million home, you want to give them the best service possible, because I know that's what you do with your business.
yeah. And I would say with Danny we helped a person last year, speaking of taking on rentals. We were, as I said, we moved to Georgia and we didn't know really anybody. So we got to anybody that's new in the area that they're working, get with the reload department at Berkshire Hathaway. They're amazing. So we connected with both the rental and the regular reload, and that's where Danny's found most of his clients. But we helped this really neat couple that we become friends with. They were from, where are they from? Not Russia. They're from, Jerusalem. Anyways, so that's where they moved from. Didn't speak a word of English very much, just kind of broken English, but we helped them find a rental, and we've stayed in touch with them. And they now, their son now can speak English, and we just helped them buy their first home. So they're excited to be in America, and it all happened because we helped them find just a little rental home straight from Israel. So
awesome. Yeah, it is great. When you help everybody and then it comes full service. And a lot of people right now, because of the inventory is a little tight. There's plenty of homes coming on the market, but they're just selling quickly, right? Mm-hmm. So how are you dealing in this? So I know you deal with your sphere, and we talk about other things, but where else do you get your business from in today's market? Your sphere is huge for you. And what else do you use?
Actually, I would suggest getting with a mortgage lender that you really like, and not asking for their business, but if you like them and they really help you with your clients, stick with them. And there's a couple that I use, and I probably get 4 to 5 deals a year from them. One in particular, and because he believes in me and I believe in him, that's just been the way it's gone, and we both are able to close deals very quickly. So I get it from that, and mainly sphere. I mean, I'd have to say I've sat open houses. People are luckier than I, but we get the houses sold, but I haven't really got a lot of people from the open houses. I'm not sure why, but it's mainly just our sphere that we do. And I'm a caller, so I'm a drive and dialer while I'm doing anything. Somebody's pops into my head. So what I need to get better at is the drip system through the VAC and that, but that's my next challenge.
Yeah, and I also know you're working on a little prospecting around your listings and sales, and also
yes.
doing some old expireds that we talked about too.
Yes, so the GoodRx, the gentleman and I keep playing phone tag, but we are going to get set up with that, and I'm excited to get that started. We did do the just sold cards, and now we're going to knock on the doors next week. Noreen Flood, who's a new agent, and I were able to sell a house off 102nd, and so we're going to knock the neighborhood.
Gotcha. Good. Yeah, because in today's market with I was just talking to an agent in your office, as a matter of fact, and she's like, door knocking right now is so easy because people are inquisitive. Hey, what did that one sell for? Hey, where? So it's especially where you're located, because it's the number 2 destination in the country right now. Texas is 1, Arizona is 2, especially the Phoenix, Scottsdale, North Scottsdale area, which is soon to be called the New Orange County. You heard it first here. Because of everybody's coming from California. That's why those prices are going up. Can you imagine the prices have gone up incredible in your area. I mean, this year, but it really started like mid last year, and it's incredible what they're appreciating, isn't it?
It is. And unfortunately, I just talked to, as I was saying, one of the referrals from yesterday, they're coming down. So all of those who are listening from Scottsdale, if you know of any new home builds that are 350,000 to 400,000, he goes, at least your prices aren't like us up in Portland. And I thought, yes, they are. You were given wrong information. So he wants a new build, 3-bedroom, 2-bath for 350 to 400 in Scottsdale. I'm like, well, we might have to go out a little bit further. So the prices are definitely are out of control. So, but that's good for the sellers. So it's just unfortunate for some of the people that are living close, that aren't coming from California that really need to buy a house.
Right.
So, yeah.
All
So
right.
it's a fun market, but it's I don't know. You can't take it personally, I guess. I just get sad when, you've written 6 offers for people and they really want something and they're like, what does it take? And, you don't really have an answer. The hardest answer I have found, though we can use the Cromford reports, but, when people are not from the area and they're like, well, send me the comps, and you can send them comps, but as we try to tell them, everything's going up 2 to 3% per month. And there really isn't a comp because it's, all bets are off. It's whoever makes the highest offer and that's who they're going to take.
Right.
So, that just happened with one of our houses, that this guy that bought the house from us that we had listed in Scottsdale, it needs redone and everything. And all of a sudden got $400 a square foot and it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. But the people from California were so sick of it. They had lost 7 deals. So they're like, we're going to overbid this by so much that we'll just get it. So no one could even compete,
Yeah. Well, Michelle Bougiano's on. She says, you're killing it. I said, yes, I know. That's why we're talking to her. All right, good.
I don't know about that. There's a lot of people killing it in this market, but
you're doing pretty well.
You have so much support.
4 closings at over $1 million. That puts you over 20 million. So that's way better than a sharp stick in the eye, as we would say.
Yeah, I don't think I'll quite that, but yeah, I would say that our broker Michelle is great, and Carolyn, and actually North Scottsdale, and they're all, they're just very supportive. We've been approached. I know a lot of people have been approached by EXP, or I just had one today from Realty One, like, hey, would love to talk to you. And I'm so proud to just say, you know what, I'm really happy where I am. We have a great support system. So that's what helps all of us become successful, I think.
Well, speaking I really appreciate successful. That. No, I really appreciate that. So let's finish like this and just say, okay, so I'm an agent. I want to take my business to the next level, especially in this market, or I'm a brand new person starting off. What would be the 3 most important pieces of advice you would give them?
For a brand new, ask a lot of questions in your office. Really enjoy the broker and the people that are around you in terms of everyone's. I mean, I've never been to the Camelback office, but I'm sure it's great. So,
it is. Yeah.
But don't be afraid to ask questions to your broker, to other agents. Ask them if you can go on. Like we went on a trip up to Desert Mountain and looked at a house, and there were new people that were with us, and it was just really fun. And go to open houses. Go to any. That's how I got involved. And then don't be afraid, which I was before. Don't be afraid to ask your friends. You know what? Hey, I know I'm new, but I do have a team of experienced realtors who are behind me that we all work together. And that's how I think as new agents, you can take the pressure off yourself and not be worried that you're new. Say I work with a team, because you really do, because all of us are a team at Berkshire Hathaway. I don't know anyone that wouldn't help somebody in the office. So, and don't be afraid to do that. And then do a better job than I do at learning VAC. Sorry.
Well, you're learning it. So pick an agents in your office to actually model them, maybe take them out to lunch, ask them questions, become inquisitive. Then the second one, use company tools. Use company being the VAC. Yep. Okay.
Yes, I would say that. And then your sphere. You've taught us, Rick, that you don't really have to spend a lot of money on buying these, like, I don't know, like whatever, the bold leads or whatever. Use your sphere and really reach out to people. Knock on doors of your neighborhood. Let them know that you'll be surprised how many people are like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you were a realtor. I've had people say that to me. I'm like, oh, I've been one since 2003. So lately I've been passing out cards, which I've never really done, which I know is silly, but anytime I pass them out on planes, I'm like, oh gosh, if I can ever help you out, I pass them out to everyone, our waitresses. And I just passed one out to someone up that cleans houses up at Desert Mountain, and their son is going to buy a house from us. So yeah, you never know who really will be like, gosh, thanks for thinking of me.
Mm-hmm.
So
always be prospecting is what I'm hearing. Always be prospecting.
Yeah. Yes, and always keep in touch with people. I mean, I'm an over keep in toucher. I just like hearing people's voices. And so I have friends from first grade I still keep in touch with, and they have friends moving out. That's one of my best referrals, is somebody that's a friend of mine that I used to teach golf to way back in 1997. And all their friends are moving down from Minnesota, and I'm getting all their referrals. So, which is a good thing.
No doubt.
And then, yep. That would be, I don't know if that helped anyone, but
no,
thanks for letting me chat with you.
Absolutely. No, that was great. No. Pick somebody in your office, model or several. Learn the company tools like the BAC 2.0. It makes you look good, especially with all the branded goodies on there, right? And then always be prospecting, and start with your sphere. Always be you can talk real estate to anybody, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I would say the final thing would be, I know it sounds silly, but if you write down your wishes and your goal and just put it in an envelope and look at it a year from then, just like really look at that, and then put it in a drawer, and then maybe have it on the outside. But you're gonna be surprised how many houses you sell just by writing it down. That would be what I would take from that. So. Yep.
You know, I started doing the same thing when I read a book by the coach, or John Wooden, you know, the UCLA coach, right? Basketball. Yeah. He did that at the beginning of every year. He would write down what he thought the record would be against all the teams, and he would stick it in a ceiling tile in his office. And at the end of the year, he said, amazing. Now, sometimes you win this one and lose that one, and they're reversed, but the wins and losses come out very close to what you did. Same thing, what you just, it's that little reticular activator in your brain. It's like setting a GPS in your head. I love it. I know a book called Success is a Verb that has a whole chapter on that. Shameless plug.
I did read that book. I actually have that book, and I do read it. So I've read it before, and it's a great book to reread quite often. So.
All right, Susie. Well, I know you got to start coming back from LSU. Congratulations on the 2 graduating. All right, that's great. Congratulations on starting off really great this year too. And thank you very much for taking some time out this morning to talk to us. Drive safe, okay?
Thanks so much. Bye, everyone. Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you, Susie. Really appreciate it. Woo! All right, thank you.
Take care.
Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.